This video is going to be way different from usual, so don't get used to it. I want to make this video, 1, because I've ran out of ideas, and 2, I need a video that won't take long to make, because I'm working on a lot of stuff, and I need a video this week. VR has been very boring lately. The past year, there have only been 2 things that have actually interested me even a little. That being Into the Radius 2, which I'm not even going to play until it's out of early access, and Blade and Sorcery 1.0, which was great, but it's done, it's out. And what's next to look forward to? So, after the dust is settled with those 2, what's left? Like, what's next? Usually, if it was 2023 or 2022, the answer would be absolutely nothing. But there's actually 3 specific things that I'm pretty, like, genuinely excited for. No bit, you know, if it's something I don't care about, I'm just not going to talk about it, because that's just who I am as a channel. If there's something I don't want to play, I'm not going to play it no matter how big it is. That's why I didn't play Bone Lab at launch. Originally, I was going to make this video like a week ago, actually, but one of the 3 games I was going to talk about was Hitman 3 VR, and then it released, and oh boy, that is a whole nother can of worms that I will maybe talk about later. Bottom line, that game looks like dog shit, and patches will not be enough to save it, and it was dead in the water the second it arrived. Wow, it was embarrassing, and I'm not even gonna talk about it. But there are 3 games on the horizon. They don't have a set release date, but we have stuff to look for. Now, there's a few more that I'm not gonna talk about that are coming out relatively soon, but I don't have a lot to say about right now. One's like Alien, that one Metro game, but I'm here to talk about 3 specific games. The first and newest is one that I never saw coming, but holy shit, I will be getting this day 1, and I'm not joking. Human Fall Flat VR. Now it started out as a mod by one guy, and then I guess Meta was like, we like that, and so they got him. They just hired him. That is something, first off, that is something you love to see, especially in a medium like this, hiring talent. You don't really see this happen anymore, people making mods of games and then getting hired by the actual teams. That's something special, and you don't really see that happen anymore, especially in VR. That doesn't happen like at all. So to see Human Fall Flat, that's such an odd pick, but I love it. I played a decent amount of the original Human Fall Flat, and oh my god, I had a blast. I never finished it, and I don't even know if I got halfway through, but wow. It is so much fun. It's a great game, and seeing it in VR is going to be so stupidly fun. I'm definitely going to get a few friends to play it with me. I'm just ready to see some silly-ass shenanigans happen. I think it's going to be really neat, because I never played the mod. I don't know if the mod's going to be, like, accurate, but I don't know if they're going to have the whole, like, kind of delay to it. Like, if you raise your hand, there will be kind of a little ragdoll delay. I don't know if they're going to do that or not, but I'm kind of fine if they do it or not. If it makes the game sillier, fuck it, I'm all for it. There's not really much to analyze. It's just 18 seconds of barely any gameplay, so all I can really do is just kind of be like, yeah, this is probably going to be great. But, I mean, dude, this is going to be so good. This is going to be so stupid. It's going to be so fun. My mask keeps falling off. You're gonna have to see me adjust it a lot this video. But yeah, Human Fall Flat VR. It got, like, yeah, literally 4 days ago, as of the time of recording this. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Extra Dreams, created by some of the most talented community creators. Now that's cool. So we get all the base levels. I'm assuming all the levels that were in the original Human Fall Flat at launch, not the ones that got added later, which that kind of sucks a little, but if we're getting extra levels by the community, that's cool. That's cool. If they're truly good levels, then I don't mind at all. Next, the big boy. Oh my god, I am ready for this one. Now, I was so skeptical of this game when it got announced, because the first thing that popped into my mind is it was going to be another VR game that was taking an iconic franchise, you know, iconic IP, and wasting potential with it. They did that with Assassin's Creed. That game looked alright, but it was like, yeah, we don't talk about that. So many VR games think they can just sell by being a popular franchise, and they don't think about how to make it a VR game. They just want to make a game that's in VR. There's a very clear difference, and I might make a video on that. That's actually not a bad idea for a video. But this game, oh my god, it makes use of VR's mechanics. Like, you actually, like, tap your head to do the stealth thing, whatever it's called. I forgot. Detective sight, something like that. I haven't played too much Batman Arkham. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend I'm the, like, biggest Batman fanatic, but I do fucking love me some Batman. So this is, just so sick, man. One thing I saw from, like, early impressions is that there's no menu, for, like, what you, like, pull out. So you pull out, like, if you want your grappler, you'll reach for, like, the side of your, like, gut right here. If you want the like, detective vision, you'll tap right here. If you want the batarangs, you'll, you know, get to your other hip. You pull everything out of you. Let me rephrase that. Everything's very intuitive. You actually pull stuff out of you like you've got holsters and pockets on all that, and I think that is so important. Half-Life Alyx was a great game, but it didn't do this, and in return, kind of made the game feel a little outdated in terms of VR. Not to mention, I've seen the combat, and oh my god, it's like it really looks like a one-to-one recreation of the Arkham games. They recreated the, I'm not sure what they call it in this, but like the Spider-Man PS4 Spider Sense, they've recreated that really well. Essentially, they just did what Until You Fall did. If you played that game, it's a great game. Basically, if something like an enemy is coming at the side of your screen, you'll get a little indicator on the side of your, like right there. And it kind of shows you when to move or turn or whatever. And I think that's kind of the perfect way of doing it, to be honest. And also, oh my god, we need an actual Spider-Man VR game. Now, the main complaint I've heard about this is that it's VR. It is a Batman Arkham game, a line of games that have been exclusively on console, and now they are giving a prequel story that's just exclusive to VR, and probably because this game actually uses VR to its advantage, so I don't think it will come to flat screen anytime in the future. Now, there's two ways to look at this. One, as a VR user, I don't care. I've got the consoles to play Arkham. I can play the whole lineage of games. Having another VR game, taking the Arkham games that people already really like and kind of twisting them a little bit and putting it into a VR game, I think that's awesome. I think the Arkham series has already concluded, so all they can do is make prequels. I think if it was a sequel, then that would be really horrible, but the fact that it's a prequel, I think that's perfectly fine. But it's still an Arkham game, so I kind of get why people wouldn't like that it's a VR exclusive, because you've had this game lineage that spanned like a decade, I think, around that, and to all of a sudden have it on this console that is completely different from anything you've had before, and you're not going to spend $300 just to get this one game, I get it can kind of feel like a kick in the pants, and I get that. However, for me, there's simply no way to be unbiased here. I have VR, I can't complain, but I do get why people don't like this. I get why people wouldn't like the fact that it's on a console that they probably don't have. I get the fact that people don't like that it's VR. A lot of people don't have VR, and even if they like the Batman Arkham games, this probably isn't going to be a big push to get them to buy a VR headset. One thing I'm really glad is that they're not afraid to have you move around. I think that is the downfall of a lot of VR games. Not a lot of people are getting VR for just a quick experience or two anyways, and a lot of games are being made for that demographic. The people like the Richie's Plank experience, you know? Those types of games where they're just quick little experiences. And not that game specifically, but other games, they try to play it too safe by not having a lot of movement. And I think that is a horrible idea, and people are starting to realize that. They make you move in this game. They make you launch forward, they make you grapple, they make you invert your seeing with the detective vision and all that. And I think that's amazing. I'm glad they're finally realizing that the only way to draw people into VR is by actually giving us full experiences. Without these full experiences, we're not going to get anywhere as a community. We need full games, not tech demos. We need games that aren't afraid to rip the band-aid off and show us what VR is truly capable of. But anyways, I've talked about this game way too long. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be great. I'm actually confident in that. I'm confidently saying that I think this game is going to be good. But the last game, this game has been shown off for a while, but I only recently found out about it. Skydance's Behemoth. I'll be honest, I don't even know what the fuck this game is about, but it looks cool. You see that? He pulled a goddamn rope. That was awesome. But no, really, it's kind of amazing to see a game that has high fidelity and everything, but like the fact that that's not its only selling point, like, holy shit, there's combat, and this combat looks nice, and there's a fucking giant. I didn't even know what that's about. Dude, like, this is one of my first times actually looking at the game. I just saw like 2 seconds of gameplay one time, and I was like, holy shit, I gotta look at that. But like, oh, that looks sick. The grapple is so nice. That's actually a really nice way of having the kind of force grip that you see in a lot of VR games. That's a really nice story explanation for it, actually. Is this like some Shadow of the Colossus type shit where you hold? It totally is. Do we get to climb him? Dude, this looks awesome. And you use the rope in like actual ways. Oh my god, this combat looks so nice. It's like a mix of Blade and Sorcery with like a little bit less physics space. Jesus Christ, I hope we get to fight them. Now, I don't know if this game is coming to PC VR or not. It's a PlayStation game, which means it probably will. But, regardless, Jesus Christ, this game looks amazing. I know I had the most to say about Batman, but... Oh, also, it's made by... I'll be honest, I've never played Saints and Sinners, but I know that people love it. The game looks great. The game looks fun. It looks like there's a lot of depth to it. Oh, the combat looks great. There's a lot of parrying. That's nice. That's nice. The little grapple. That's fun. That looks fun. That looks fun. This just looks fun. To me, this kind of looks like a mix between Blade and Sorcery and like Grimlord. Like it's got some, you know, physics-based. You could do that? Hold on a minute. I'm interrupting myself. Did you see that shit? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Wait a minute. Run that back one more time. Let me see that. Let me see that again. Oh my god. I think I just got goosebumps. That's beautiful. That's sexy. That's insane. But yeah, before I interrupted myself, this kind of looks like a mix of Blade and Sorcery and Grimlord. It's got, you know, kind of the physics-based aspect of Blade and Sorcery, but the way the combat kind of is, the way enemies work, it looks kind of, I can't really explain it, but it looks kind of Grimlordy, you know what I'm saying? Like, not 100% physics-based, like the enemies are more scripted, I guess you could say. Not script, you know what I mean. They've got set attacks, you parry them, and they actually like recoil back. They've got like a state meant for hitting them, you know? And like Blade and Sorcery where it's like, it's totally freeform. There's a big rhythm in improv. Here it looks like there's, you kind of repeated enemy patterns, you know what I'm saying? I'm not great at explaining, I hope you guys kind of know what I mean. But wow. I don't have much to say about it because this is pretty much the only trailer I've seen. I've seen one more, but I don't remember much from it. But I just gotta say, it looks intuitive. I like that. It looks fun. That's the bottom line. I don't care if it's got some cool VR gimmick at all. First and foremost, it has to be fun. And this looks fun. I think a lot of VR devs try to cram as much VR gimmicks into it as possible. But on their way, they forget to make the game actually fun. It looks like they tried to actually make it a fun game first, and then we're like, alright, now how do we make this VR? Better yet, it looks like they cooperated the two at the same time. It looks like they were making, get this, alright? This is gonna be a shocker. It looks like they tried to make a fun VR game. Whoa. Who would've thunk? Who would've thunk it, alright? But no, this looks awesome. This looks absolutely insane. I love it. And that's basically gonna wrap it up from this video. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, if you would be a dear, I'm now affiliated. I'm now a Meta affiliate. Yeah. If you take a look in this big fat description below, you will see a link. I don't know what it looks like yet, because I haven't got it yet, but by the time this video goes up, I should have it. Basically, you get 10% off, I think. I don't actually know what the deal is. You get something off, maybe, if you click on my link, and also when you buy any Meta product, you know, any Meta game, any Meta headset, any of that bullshit, right? I get 10% of that money, which means you are directly supporting me. You hear that? You hear that? You my stupid little hey. Fucking listen to me, okay? You want to help me? You want to help Big Papa Zach out? I want you to click on that link in the description. I want you to buy something, okay? I want you to do that for me. Will you do that for me? I want you to do that for me. Shh. Say less words. Don't say any more words. Just do it. Make me happy, okay? Okay, but real shit. Let's not get parasocial. Unless you buy me some shit in this. Yes, I'll have a one-on-one call with you and I'll do something fucking crazy, I guess. There's a funny way in this video. I don't know how to end it. I don't got no segues. I don't want to be like, bye guys! I want to do something. Serenade you guys. I'm gonna serenade you guys. I'm gonna serenade you guys out of this.